Right, let's see what they
Hello
have to
there,
say.
sir.
How are you?
Sorry, I'm good, thank you.
Good.
We've just had a few reports recently of a malmatching of description filming vehicles going past. Just
And?
wondered what you're up to.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself properly, please?
I'm PC Gad.
Okay.
PC fine.
No worries, thank you very much.
So as I'm saying, just wondered what you're up to filming vehicles going past.
Is there anything wrong with what I'm doing?
Well, there might be. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, no. What I'm doing, is it lawful, yes or no?
Yeah, you can film. You can film vehicles.
There we go. Okay, that's it.
But we-
I'm standing in.
Strange, that's fine.
I'm standing in public.
Right.
Okay. You've come across. You've said that an allegation's
That's
been
fine,
made.
but with respect, you're right next to a police station.
And I'm right next to a public building.
Where?
Is what I'm right next
Public
to.
building.
Okay,
There's
a police station.
just there.
That's a public building.
That's one's a police station.
Yep, it's a public building.
It's
Right.
not
Okay.
It is a public building. It's a public service.
right.
Okay, so there is no if and buts. Okay, that is what it is.
Right. Okay. I still don't quite understand why you're filming vehicles driving past.
Well, no, that's what you said. That's what you said.
No,
Okay.
That's what I've heard, and there's obviously.
Well, what you've heard, what
that's
you've
coming
heard.
in.
The encounter opens immediately with tension. As the officer approaches and identifies himself, while the cameraman wastes no time challenging him on the legality of filming. The scene unfolds outside a police station, and the auditor's tone is calm but firm, repeatedly asking whether what he's doing is lawful, forcing the officer to confront the question head-on. No small talk, no pleasantries, just instant conflict over public rights versus police suspicion. The viewer is pulled directly into a dispute over what should be a simple answer. Is filming in a public place allowed? The auditor's confidence sets the tone, establishing a narrative of accountability from the very first minutiae.
Okay, reports came in from who then?
I can't say that. I'm afraid.
Well, no, if a report's come in, okay, then you must be able to actually say if a report's come in from a member of the public, what? What is actually, where's it come in from?
Came in from a fellow PC, I believe.
Okay, so it came in from a fellow officer. Okay, then he should actually know, or she, okay, what the actual law is on public photography.
Right.
Okay?
But I still don't quite understand why you're filming vehicles. Like,
No, that's what you
No,
said.
I know,
That's what
but-
you
I
said.
know, I know.
You've made an allegation towards me, and trust me, I will stand here and I will question that allegation
Right,
that's been
okay.
made towards me.
Right, okay.
You're saying that by a fellow officer, okay,
a
that
fellow officer who has heard on the radio, I believe.
okay,
A
that so they
report
haven't
coming.
seen that, so that's them not actually seeing. You've just changed your story. You went from them seeing to them now being told on the radio.
Okay, so look, you can continue filming, that's fine. Like you say, it's your right to film. You can film what you want. We just wanted to approach you. Obviously, there's been some concerns by members of the public, as they would be. Someone filming.
Okay, but then no members of the public have made any
we just
actual.
wanted to check in with
No
you,
members
but
of the
that's fine.
no members of the public have actually made any actual.
Well, do you know that?
Well, this is what
I
your
don't
colleague
think you
just
do.
said. Your colleague just said that it was an actual fellow officer.
Well,
Okay, not a member of the
Okay, but
public.
we've had a fellow officer
Okay.
tell us
Okay,
from
that's
reports
fine.
from members of the public.
Okay,
Yes.
right, then
information
fine.
passed on, that's
Then fine.
correct.
Okay, but also as
This section intensifies as the officers attempt to explain why they approached, claiming there were concerns or reports made about the filming. Yet their story begins to unravel under pressure. The cameraman asks who made the report, and the officers rapidly switch explanations. First, it's a member of the public. Then it's a fellow officer, and then it becomes something someone merely heard over the radio. Each contradiction is caught and highlighted immediately by the auditor, who questions every inconsistency with precision. The conversation becomes a slow-motion exposure of uncertainty and shifting justification, and the tension rises not from shouting, but from the way the officers visibly struggle to maintain a consistent narrative under scrutiny.
well. Right now, you've approached me. You both got your body-worn cameras on.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course, yeah.
neither of you have actually told me that you're recording. Okay, and it is in your policy to tell a member of the public when they're filming, because
Right,
you were
okay.
collecting data. Okay,
We
on
don't
that
need to
member.
tell you, actually.
Yes, you
It's our
do.
right to film. You've got a
No,
right to film.
no.
You've got a right to
You
film.
are a corporation, okay, and you fall in under GDPR laws, okay, and you must inform a member of the public when you are actually recording
Okay,
their
sir. Well,
data,
like I said-
so that I then know
Like I said, there
whether or
was
not I can
concerns, so
receive
we'll
that
just let you get
data
on
or
with your
not.
day. We just wanted
Okay.
to come in and check in with you.
But I will tell you now,
Thank you for your time.
you've got a real attitude, you do. Okay, so you can see from there, the WPC there, massive problem. massive problem. Okay, so you can see they changed the story twice. Okay, it went from member of the public to an actual other copper to a member of the public. So what an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Now, just so you guys know, I was just actually walking away from Wadsworth Smith. I'd already finished filming, and all what I was doing, okay, was chilling out and just having a drink, and the camera wasn't even rolling. So what an absolute joke that was. Right, peeps, I'll see you on the next one.
The final part delivers a legal twist as the cameraman challenges the officers about using their body-worn cameras without informing him, raising GDPR and data collection policy concerns. He insists that police must notify members of the public when recording, turning the focus from suspicion about filming to questions about police accountability. The frustration from the officers is visible, but the auditor remains composed, calling out their attitude and summarizing the inconsistencies in their story with a sharp dismissal, labeling the situation an absolute joke. This conclusion leaves viewers questioning the reason for the police approach to begin with, highlighting how a simple recording turned into a confrontation, where the legal footing appeared to shift away from the officers entirely.